speaking of history, I want to talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce's campaign with Tiffany and Company. Okay, so did you guys all see the Instagram photo that she posted yesterday?
Yes.
I thought it was a very interesting photo. First off, one of the photos, she posted 3, but the one that stood out to me was Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z was sitting, and right across from him was this portrait, right? It was a graffiti portrait. And the picture looked very familiar to me. And I realized, oh, wait a minute. I think I know this artist. His name is, hold on, because I don't want to butcher his name. I wrote it down. His name is Jean-Michel Basquiat. So he was a famous artist of the 80s.
I think you might have still butchered the name. But
no, Jean-Michel Basquiat.
I think she looked up the pronunciation.
Yeah, I did.
Don't worry.
Before this.
It's a Jamaican in you.
Is it Jean or John?
It's Jean.
You
okay.
sure?
Yes, it's Jean.
It's Jean.
Nobody says Jean. Nobody says Jean.
It's Jean.
Yeah,
that's Jean. That's Jean, okay?
Is it Billie Jean or Billy John?
Okay.
You know what, Shiloh?
French,
Anyways.
not Michael Jackson.
He was an artist in the 80s and considered a cultural icon in the art community. He was also self-taught too. So he didn't go to school or anything like that. He was known for his style, and his style was more abstraction and figuration, and his themes consist of police brutality, wealth versus poverty, integration and versus segregation, and such forth. His art has sold for millions. I think his the biggest purchase was 155 million. His art was very, it's very iconic, his art. Wow. And Jay-Z is actually a known art collector, so he likes his his art.
So he bought it for 100 million?
No, not him. Other people.
What does this have to do with Jay-Z though?
Because of the picture he took on Instagram, he took a picture in front of that painting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually a never
that artist. Right?
Yes, it was actually a never before seen picture of his, and so it was in his he.
So that whole picture just dripped wealth.
I know
from that picture. I don't want to call it a picture. That portrait, yeah. To the necklace. Yeah. I'm gonna get.
The photo?
I want to get to that.
Put it up, Sinead, for her.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the photo real quick. Because I want to show Shasha the photo so she knows what we're talking about.
You guys should look at his other art.
But
it was so interesting.
Necklace.
Okay, so the necklace, so it's called the Tiffany Yellow Diamond. It's regarded as one of the largest yellow diamond ever, and it was discovered in South Africa in 1877, and it was bought by Charles Tiffany. Only 4 women were able to wear it. The first time it was worn, it was by Mrs. E. Sheldon, White House, at the 1957 Tiffany Ball. The second time, it was worn by Audrey Hepburn in 1961. Ooh. And it was photographed for her campaign for Breakfast at Tiffany's. You guys know that movie?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The third time it was worn by Lady Gaga, and it was for the 91st Academy Awards. And the fourth was Beyonce for this campaign that she's doing. And she's actually the first Black woman to actually wear it.
Wow. That is so interesting.
And I just got this a couple minutes before we even started, but Nicki Minaj is set to wear it for the Grammy Awards, and so she'll be the first female rapper to actually wear it.
Wow.
So I thought that was...
Wait, how did they find out that she was set to wear it?
I don't know. I just saw that on Wikipedia and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I feel like they're getting more and more people to wear it, because before Lady Gaga wore it in 2019, the last time it was worn is 1961.
Yeah. Well,
what has it been doing since then?
Exactly.
just sitting there.
Why are we having all these superstars wearing it all of a sudden?
Well, no, Audrey Hepburn was a superstar, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Well, I'm just saying. My point is that she was a superstar, and she's the last one who wore it before Lady Gaga.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're just.
Yeah, but where was it chilling for 50 years?
I don't know.
Was it safe?
No, I think it was in some sort of museum. Oh, I think so.
Okay.
For
decided to have more people wear it.
I mean, is this a big thing for you guys? I know our family, literally for years, our family has not worn any jewelry, and I think Sinead probably in the last 2 years.
What interests me about this whole thing was I like the history of it, a Black man's portrait right there, and then this necklace, in the mines of South Africa. I just thought the combination of those two.
Wait, did you mention that Basquiat was Black?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I left that out. He was actually a Black man from New York, and he was.
I didn't know this.
I was thinking it was some.
No. He's
else.
No. He's Haitian and Puerto Rican. That's why the name. And so he was from New York. And unfortunately, he died in the 80s by an overdose of a drug at the age of 27 because of the pressure that he felt of being very iconic artist back then. And so he was very known in the New York culture of arts. And so
what makes something, I guess my point is what makes something valuable?
Well, it's a diamond.
I mean, yeah, a diamond is valuable.
It's a yellow
Between
diamond.
the diamond and his portrait, like what made his portrait?
What made
like,
his
Okay,
portrait?
I don't know about the portrait part, but I'm just saying it's a diamond.
I've always maintained that I can't see myself spending that much money on art, but I do know that ultra rich people buy art the same way that I think lower than them, like maybe not as rich, but other rich people buy like real estate to invest in.
But think about it.
They buy art to invest in.
Right. So art is an investment.
No, but I heard rich people do that because art, you can write it off in taxes.
Right, all taxes,
Yeah.
investing, and usually the art and everything, they just gets more. The worth goes up.
But let's be real. Let's be real. How many cars can you get? Exactly.
Well, cars go down.
Cars
don't. The cars
They're
don't
not-
appreciate.
They're not
There's
appreciating
like
assets.
once you become super super rich, it's either cars, houses, and apparently portraits and jewelry.
Well,
But,
I
like,
wouldn't put cars on that level because like it's a depreciating.
but what about
asset, but
what about property?
Property's a lot. You got to manage it. You got to, it's a lot. But art, I've heard that I've seen that there are like places where you actually store all your precious art. Like you don't keep it around your house. These are temperature controlled. Only certain people can go in there. It's very.
Oh, you know what? I remember
unique.
seeing that kind of thing in that movie that we watched.
Right.
What was it?
in that movie. What was that one? What was it called?
It didn't start with an I.
Tenet.
It started with a T.
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed because a lot of the times, a lot of these things are just based on what do you call it? What's that word? Where you presume appreciation for something.
Oh, not opinion, but like a point of view. No, not point of view. Perspective.
Like when somebody puts value on something just based on their perspective. What's that word?
Beholder?
No,
that was
not really. I mean, it's almost like that, but not really.
It's that word where it's just like when one person looks at one person's channel and says, "Oh, you're worth this," so you
value?
Yeah, the value of it, but it's a word.
Perceived value?
Perceived
value.
value. That's what I was looking at.
That's been my buzzword for the
Right,
last couple
exactly. That's why I was looking at you. But perceived value, and most times, Black people's worth and their perceived value usually is not valued that high. So I'm impressed that somebody looked at his art and said, "This is just as much as a Picasso," even though he's a Black man.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Wow. I still don't know if I'd spend 150 million. I mean, I would have to have so much money. So much money before I start collecting art.
Oh yeah,
Because I feel like if I had a home in LA, earthquake. If I have a home in the South, tornado. If I have whatever, I'm just feeling
Right.
and then this thing I spent all this money on, nah.
No, but it would be in like a safe house or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So never mind. I would do it.
but can you guys name any other artists, like any Black or colored artists? I mean, other than
Wait, first of all, colored. Now we're using.
Sorry, people of color's art. I mean, you guys think of Leonardo DiCaprio, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo. What was the other one? Donatello. What was a Ninja Turtles name?
These are all the Ninja Turtles.
I'll just say,
Shalom, to be really honest, we are not in the art world. You're only
not
naming the ones that a 4-year-old would know because he watches his daily Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon or something like that. So.
Is that foil?
no, it's a 4-year-old.
Oh, 4-year-old.
4-year-old.
I thought you were using gamer language. It's what's a foil?
Not a kitchen foil.
No, it's not a 4-year-old.